New rumors are circulating that BlackRock has actually used the world's largest exchange, CoinBase, to suppress the Bitcoin price. So today we're not only going to be looking at the really scary chart that suggests that things could be in for a little bit of a shakeup in the Bitcoin space, but we're also going to be running the numbers and having a look at the maths of exactly when we could expect to see Coinbase run out of paper Bitcoin by looking at this chart right here. But today, we're going to play you a video because there's not only rumors circulating on Twitter about paper Bitcoin, there's speculation in other areas. So to explain all of that, we're going to play this video right here by the one and the only Samson Mow, who gave this interview earlier in the week.
What I see right now is Bitcoin's like a beach ball, and we're pushing it underwater right now, and people are starting to get bored. Maybe it's intentional, maybe it's paper Bitcoin shorting Bitcoin and pushing the price down, but that is not sustainable.
So today we're going to be explaining why paper Bitcoin is simply not sustainable. And we're also going to be having a look at these new rumors of BlackRock, because most people, if you were on Twitter, you probably would have seen a few of these tweets here. Okay, we can see very, very clearly. James, who is a great analyst in the space, says that we've seen 6 months of sideways chop because of this. So what's he talking about? Well, this is a tweet here from the Bitcoin Therapist. We can see the Bitcoin Therapist says rumors are circulating that Coinbase is writing Bitcoin IOUs and BlackRock is suppressing the price through Coinbase, who is, of course, the biggest exchange. Dan Held says there are no rumors of that, nor are they doing it. Well, this here is the rumor. So this is a tweet from Tyler Durden. This, again, is a Twitter account with 130,000 followers. I follow Tyler. I don't agree with all of his takes. And again, I want to be very clear. I am not saying that I am 100% sure that Coinbase and BlackRock are working together to suppress the price of Bitcoin. I'm going to show you both sides of the argument. It's what we do here on the channel. We always show you the bullish side of things, but we always try to say, okay, where are we wrong? What's the bearish argument here? We try to do that. We try. Okay, but let's have a look at it. So this here is Justin Sun. So this is a tweet of Justin Sun. CBBTC lacks proof of reserves, no audits, and can freeze anyone's balance anytime. Essentially, it's just trust me, bro. Any US government subpoena could seize all your Bitcoin. There's no better representation of central bank Bitcoin than this. It's a dark day for Bitcoin. So who is Justin Sun talking about? What is CBBTC? Well, I'm glad you asked, because this week, something very interesting came out with Coinbase. Coinbase has a little bit of a new token. And guess what it is? It is, of course, wrapped Bitcoin. So Coinbase came out with this announcement 2 days ago. Again, this is all happening this week. That's why we're making a video on it. We think it's one of the biggest stories of the week that nobody's talking about. Coinbase wrapped Bitcoin, CBBTC, is now live. Starting today, Coinbase is rolling out wrapped Bitcoin held by Coinbase. And again, it's all, it's an ERC token. It's an ERC20 token, I should say, sorry. So again, Ethereum is involved here. But why do I think the timing of this is very interesting? Well, the reason why I think the timing of this is, let's just say, skeptical. Or the reason why I'm skeptical is because of this chart right here. I'm going to try my best to make this chart as big as possible. I'm going to try to zoom up so you guys can see. But what this is measuring is the amount of Bitcoin on Coinbase. So again, on the thumbnail, I gave you guys a date of when paper Bitcoin could blow up, when I expect it to blow up. Well, this here is showing you the amount of Bitcoin held on Coinbase. So we can see here, this number peaked in 2020 at around, we'll call that around 1 million coins on Coinbase. Today, this number, signified by the orange line, which has been moving down precipitously, is all the way down to under 400,000 Bitcoin on Coinbase. So that represents about 60% of all the Bitcoin is gone. It's no longer on Coinbase. The chart shows it really clearly. there's not a lot of Bitcoin left on Coinbase. You can see for the past 4 years, we've only really seen those blue bars be outflows. Okay, that means they're below that zero line that we've got here on the chart. We've only seen Bitcoin really flow from the Coinbase exchange into Coinbase custody, where they are supposedly keeping those coins safe for some big entities. Again, 9 of the new, I think it's 8 of the new Bitcoin spot ETFs use Coinbase as a custodian for their ETF. Now, this gets us into the speculations and rumors about BlackRock. Okay, so again, everybody's talking about this new product going live of CBBTC, but there's extra speculation here that supposedly Coinbase are writing IOUs for BlackRock. Now, this part isn't necessarily the new part of the rumor mill we're going to be exploring today. Because to do that, we're going to go back to this tweet here that also Tyler Durden popped out in May 2015. So May 15th. Geez, I'm a little bit tired today, guys. May 15th, 2024. So that is earlier in the year. They posted this tweet here. Now, you guys might not be able to read it, but the part of the tweet that caught all of our attention was this part here, where it says that the Bitcoin trading counterparty of the prime execution agent is able to settle off-chain transactions. Okay, so this is talking about the relationship between BlackRock and Coinbase. They're saying necessarily that BlackRock doesn't need to actually show on-chain Bitcoin. They can be off-chain settled transactions. Okay, so we did a video on this earlier in the year, and we said, hey, that's interesting. Hey, that's suspicious. And we showed you guys this tweet here of Tyler Durden, where he says, this is his words, not mine, but he says, this means BlackRock can borrow Bitcoin from Coinbase to short Bitcoin, and they are not required to show any proof they hold one-to-one Bitcoin for the now nearly 400,000 Bitcoin that BlackRock is supposedly holding. Okay, so this is the speculative side of the story. We can see here, Tyler also tweeted, he said, take a look at this. A lot of people are challenging this, and we are going to look at the challenging side of this story, the more skeptical side of the story. Tyler says 5,500 likes on a tweet. That's a lot of likes. That's nearly 1 million impressions, but no community notes. So he's saying, if this is false, if this is not true, why am I not getting community noted? So this is the original tweet that has 1.5 million views. Okay, so we're making this video for a pretty good reason. A lot of people are talking about this. Nobody has been able to refute this speculation right here. BlackRock can borrow Bitcoin from Coinbase to short Bitcoin. Interesting. Now we're going to show you the rebuttal. We're going to show you some of the more interesting rebuttals to this story, because there are some, and we told you, we're going to show you both sides of the story. I saw a really cool video linked in this tweet that I was showing you guys today. I would love to find the video, but somebody was saying, look, maybe, just maybe, there is backing of the Bitcoin. Some people obviously have done a lot of work. I'm going to show you this little tweet thread here. Somebody here says all these 606 BTC addresses belong to IBIT, included in its query. And there's a full dashboard here of some gentleman's work, supposedly tracking all of the addresses of BlackRock. So we're going to jump on over to June, jump on over to the source, and let's have a look at this. Because this gentleman is claiming that BlackRock does hold the Bitcoin that they supposedly hold. There's a lot of addresses here. You can go straight to the source here, and we can check out BlackRock. We can see here. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of pop-ups. I wonder if you guys know any way I can block those. They do my head in for the live streams. But we can see here, according to BlackRock, they supposedly hold $20.8 billion worth of Bitcoin, 357,000 units. That's a whole lot of Bitcoin, guys. I don't need to tell you that. That's nearly 2% of the entire supply. Okay. Mr. Tyler Durden came back and he said, more than half of those wallets are spent and rotated through a Coinbase hot wallet. Time to update the wallet list and remove all the empty wallets. It's an interesting take. That is a very interesting take. This is what everyone's talking about. Everybody's extraordinarily skeptical of what is going on with BlackRock and Coinbase. And again, some people are saying, look, you know, BlackRock's a trusted custodian. Coinbase is a trusted custodian. This here is the tweet that I wanted to show you of somebody supposedly verifying all of the addresses that BlackRock holds. Okay, we can see this is a pretty cool little video. And they're showing a lot of addresses from all of the Bitcoin ETFs. Apparently, we can also go to the source over here and take a look at this one. This is a really cool website. I haven't seen this. So I want to show you guys this one. This website is called Time Chain Index. It's pretty cool. I wonder if I can navigate to the US ETFs. I apologize if my voice is a bit scratchy today. I'm still as crook as a dog. I picked something up in El Salvador. But there we go. Okay, I mean, I think we can see both sides of the argument here. Some people are saying, look, you can track BlackRock's addresses. Some people are saying, you got to trust BlackRock. They're a big trusted institution. They've got $10 trillion of assets under management. We have to trust them. Same with Coinbase. We have to trust Coinbase. They're the world's biggest exchange. What happens if they go bankrupt? They surely wouldn't do what FTX did in 2022 and rehypothecate Bitcoin. No way would that happen. Absolutely no way. I'm not so sure. I do not trust Coinbase. A lot of people in 1933 would have said there is absolutely zero chance that the US government will try to confiscate everybody's gold and even threaten people with imprisonment time. That will never happen. The US government is a trusted institution. They're looking out for us. They're highly regulated. They would never try to steal our money. But guess what happened with Executive Order 6102? The gold was seized. People were imprisoned for trying to hold on to real money. And the government came out, they seized that gold, and they revalued it like 70% higher in the next couple of years. So I'm not making an assertion. All I'm saying is that if you hold Bitcoin on Coinbase, or if you hold the Bitcoin ETF shares, just please think about how things could go wrong. I'm not saying they're going wrong right now. I'm not saying definitively BlackRock is rehypothecating Bitcoin. I'm just saying do not trust institutions. We found out very quickly. FTX should not have been trusted, despite their logo being plastered all over the US sports arenas in 2022. Everybody said, look, the NBA is supported by FTX. Tom Brady is supported by FTX. There's no way that this institution, that this company that has about $60 billion of combined value in its stable coin and its exchange, there's no way this could go wrong. Zero chance of this going wrong. Guess what happened? She went bankrupt. The same thing with BlockFi. Oh, BlockFi is a trusted regulation. They're a trusted exchange. The CEO of BlockFi was a lot more reputable and he looked a lot more professional in public than Sam Bankman-Fried did with his scruffy haircut like me and his clear ADD. Again, not taking a pot shot at Sam Bankman-Fried. I'm just calling him as I see him. He looked a bit suspicious. Just the way he talked, he's a little bit soy as well. Again, a lot of people forget he was talking shade on Bitcoin for years before he went bankrupt. He was saying, oh, Bitcoin's dirty for the environment. Proof of stake is better. Like, again, there's always warning signs with these people, guys. But again, there weren't so many for the CEO of BlockFi. They're a regulated exchange in America. Boom, they went bankrupt. FTX went bankrupt. Celsius, I mean, that was obviously going to go bankrupt. Take one look at Mikic. Come on, guys. And right now, we have people in the chat saying, dude, Coinbase froze my account for 5 weeks, saying I had an Iranian IP address. Freaking nuts. I can't even find Iran on a map. Okay, so please, for the love of God, do not trust these exchanges with your Bitcoin. They should not be trusted. It's really as simple as that. They really should not be trusted. I apologize. I'm just checking out the chat. The chat looks lively. Okay, now I think this is interesting. This question from Satwise is an interesting one. We've been waiting for phase 4 of the Bitcoin bull market. Now, this kind of goes to the original question in the tweet that I want to show you guys. So we started off by looking at, I will find it. I'm going to find the tweet. Don't you worry. I'm going to find it. It was a tweet from the Bitcoin therapist. No, it was a quote tweet from James. Okay, I found it. I apologize, guys. We can see here, 6 months of sideways price action potentially explained. Are we watching paper Bitcoin quietly suppress Bitcoin? Bitcoin has been going sideways. I'm not going to lie, guys. Like, I mean, that's an incredibly bullish looking chart right there. I really don't know how people are bearish on that. I mean, just look at that thing. That looks like it's going to absolutely explode higher. Again, we're not TA gurus on the channel. We don't draw fancy lines on charts. We're not about that. I do believe TA is astrology for men, but sometimes, just sometimes, you have to respect that is a sexy looking chart, and that thing looks like it wants to explode higher. And every single time the price of Bitcoin looks to be forced lower, have a look at those massive big doji candles. The price is not staying under $60,000 for an extended period of time. Every single dip that Bitcoin has seen, it's been aggressively bought up. If we put this puppy on a weekly chart, you can see every single time this thing's been under 60K, it's been bought up aggressively. Aggressively. I don't think Bitcoin spent more than 3 weeks under 60K in total, maybe 4 weeks out of the past 6 months. But you can see every single time it's under there, it's buying opportunity. Okay. So again, I do think it's interesting. I do think these rumors are interesting of Bitcoin price being suppressed to allow for people to actually accumulate more Bitcoin. Again, that's kind of been my base case, that, you know, Bitcoin has been suppressed and attacked for the past 4 years. I don't think it's just been happening for the past 6 months. I actually think it's been happening for a lot longer. XX says, like paper gold, the ETFs had made gold price manipulation a regularity. They're going to try with Bitcoin. I think they've been trying for a long time. Southwest Carper says the most important takeaway from today's video: buy Bitcoin in cold storage and DTA. Don't trust anybody. I love that advice. Again, if you're holding Bitcoin on an exchange or an ETF, go put it into a hardware wallet. Doesn't matter what hardware wallet you get. Just make sure it's a Bitcoin only one. The cold cards are great for advanced users. Bitboxes are really good for new users. I've set many family and friend members up on a Bitbox 02. I believe you can actually get 5% discount on a Bitbox 02 with promo code Luke5, I believe. That should be linked down below in the chat. And again, if you do get a hardware wallet, go and pair that purchase with a titanium plate. Okay, again, so many people make the pivotal mistake of writing down their very precious 12 or 24 word Bitcoin backup phrase on paper. Paper simply does not survive fire, floods, dogs, babies, kids. Okay, paper is not life proof. Go and get yourself one of these little compact titanium plates from Stampseed. You can actually get 15% off anything you want to buy from Stampseed with a promo code Luke15. I always encourage you guys to check out what Stampseed is doing, because so many people are, pardon my French, effing up their Bitcoin security. Okay, so again, go and get yourself one of these plates from Stampseed. As you can see, the thing is in coals. It is fireproof. It is heat proof. It will survive house fires, which is incredible. Okay, so if you expect Bitcoin to get to $1 million, like Lewis says in the chat, go and back up your Bitcoin today. And with all that said, guys, Stay tuned to Paper Bitcoin.